Welcome to Nollywood Radio France. Your host is Cyprian Josson. This program has been brought to you by Nollywood Croissance Magazine. Additional support is provided by our partner Ubaodi Omondiwe, Goodwill Ambassador, Nollywood actress, singer, songwriter, humanitarian and victim advocate. Please stay tuned.
Welcome to Nollywood Radio. I'm Cyril Ibe, Assistant Professor of Journalism and Mass Communications at a university in Ohio. My guest today on Nollywood Radio is the publisher of Nollywood Croissance Magazine. His name is Cyprian Josson. He lives in Chartres, France. Welcome to part 2 of my conversation. What were the highlights of your first issue of Nollywood Croissance Magazine? What were the highlights back in January 2013?
We had exclusive interviews starting with Charles Anyagoro, who came up with a movie called The Streets of Calabar. And for some of you that don't know him, I doubt it, because Charles Anyagoro is known around the world. He was a CNN anchor, BBC reporter everywhere. So, Charles, it was you, Cyril, right, that gave me his telephone number when I told you I wanted to interview Charles Anyagoro. And then you gave me his telephone number. Then I called him up and sent him an email. And then we sent up the questions. I sent the questions to Charles Anyagoro. I'm so sorry, please, to Charles Anyagoro. And in 3 days' time, we received his answers.
And other Nollywood heavyweights that you've interviewed so far in your first issue include Tony Abulu. Tell us more about the other people that you featured.
Yeah, Tony Abulu. On his movie Dr. Bello. Now, that's a movie. I haven't watched the movie, but I watched the trailer, which is very, very interesting. And we had the privilege also to interview Justin Njoko, who of Iroko TV. You see, that's another heavyweight in the Nollywood industry. And then we interviewed also, who else again did I interview?
Well, let's talk about the current issue that you're working on, the second issue of Nollywood Croissance Magazine. What kinds of articles are you working on, and when is that issue going to roll out on the internet?
Yeah, let me just come back. I just want to mention somebody that's very, very important that has become a partner after the interview. You know, I mean in the first issue, please. Now, her name is Oba Odi in Canada. Now, this lady is a Nollywood star in Canada, because Nollywood has got different branches, if you want. Now, you have Nollywood USA, Nollywood Canada, Nollywood France, Nollywood Spain, Nollywood Africa. So Ubaodi is such a very nice lady that she's supporting the magazine now. So we do talk on Skype every time. So Ubaodi was one of the stars we interviewed. Now, coming to what we have for today, for the second issue. Now, the second issue is very interesting again. Very, very interesting. I don't know if I can give everything away as of the moment, but I will give you the highlights. Now, the point is, number one, we interviewed Dr. Victor Olatoye, who created NAFCA, the African Oscar, who is in North Carolina, that we're going to run his interview. And Dr. Victor Olatoye sent us pictures to feature also in the magazine. Now, we interviewed also the president of Thema TV. Now, Thema TV is what we call, it's a French television that shows Nollywood movies in France. So that's also coming up. Now, we interviewed also Chichi Okonkwo, a young producer who lives in Maryland, and she eventually joined our team, because, when you look at the team here, I mean, the Nollywood Croissance team in France, we are very dynamic. We love what we're doing, and then everything we do is Nollywood, because we just want to make sure that the French audience understands what Nollywood means, and that's our job. It's a very difficult job. It's going to take a long time, but as long as it's going to take, we will be determined. We will be there to bring this movie to them in their own language. So that's why we're publishing in the French language. So we still have other personalities like Aimé Césaire. Some of you must have heard about Aimé Césaire, a great man that left a big legacy on when you're talking about the negritude, the debate about negritude in France and around the world. So he was a poet. So he is one of the portraits. But now we have a big article we're featuring an article that looks at Nollywood around the world, the influence of Nollywood around the world, how Nollywood is affecting people, and how the industry is growing. Now, we decided to divide Nollywood into two. Number one, the old Nollywood and the new Nollywood. So this is all what you're going to find, if I'm not trying to give everything away, but let people go down to our site and where you will find this interview, and then click on the second magazine, which is also free. We're making it free again. The second magazine will be free. So you can read and find out for yourselves.
I have been speaking with Cyprian Josson, publisher of Nollywood Croissance Magazine, published in Chartres, France. He joined us on Nollywood Radio. And you can listen to Nollywood Radio on the website nollywoodcroissance.fr.com.
Yes, if I can take that again, it's www.nollywoodcroissance.com. You can get us on .com. You can get us on FR. You can get us also on